universe. So why do you not? What cannot count? Okay, why is 1 plus 1 is not correct? Okay, is 1 plus 1 is 2 like this, but what if I put two of different objects? 1 plus 1 equals 2. How come? You see, you take like unity, but now this is from another material. It is bigger even if you understand, but the material himself you take like properties. You see, like you count sheep and you are sleeping. You do not want to pray, maybe. Okay, it's better counting sheep. But let's say you add the sheeps. One sheep with a sheep, with two sheeps. But what is a sheep with a pig? Why gives you two? Why? You see, it is unfair somehow, because what, you add a cow with a pig and it gives you two. Why? so what is 1 plus 1? If you want to make in this reality, adding green with blue, adding red with green, with black, what it will give you? Two what? Two two what? So now if you understand a property, if you understand it through a geometrical manner, you already lost in the translation somehow. So you understand from 1 to be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1. It already gives you a mistake. The mistake is a monosubstantial mistake, a reductionist mistake. You already suppose that you can intersect in the adding process 1 plus 1 in what? In a kind of unity that gives you monosubstantial thinking. But if I have two substances, how can you intersect it with mathematics? Only in a geometrical manner. But you are lost if you make like a sum of, you see, you are lost if you make like intersection, cumulus of objects. Okay, we say did not came all the video to me, this word mulțimi. Like you see, you have natural numbers, you intersect the rational numbers, and you have few like this with minus and plus only, positive and rational with a 0.1, 0.2, and then complex numbers make. Okay, so now you understand that it is somehow wrong. 1 plus 1 in what? In a substance. In what kind of continuum of definition of Kantian, like this, like show to you. Okay, so you have already a problem. There exist many properties and many objects that you cannot, they are not space-time objects. So you understand mathematics is wrong to understand the world. You are already make a kind of reductionist, and you do not control it. You will not identify a property in the world through a mechanism that is this mathematical mechanism. You identify in a wonder manner with something that can entangle, that can touch this property. So if you have infinite properties in the world and they are sitting in geometry, although they are not geometrical, and they are even in a big space and a small space, but they are not the geometry itself. You understand? So now you. Okay, so let's continue this. So let's continue. You see, watch my first video, the second one and third one about this. It is not like this. It's another kind. Okay. So now let me tell you, like in the intersection. Okay. So maybe you will understand. Okay, and maybe this will not trick you. Okay. So this is all the elements. This is beauty here. After osmium and iridium is beauty. so they trick you like so you put calcium chlorine, you have beauty or So this is the table of elements, like so where is love? Love, you put osmium with platinum. Love might be with it's some heavy stuff, like with lead. Must be with plumb, lead. Okay, so bismuth, bismuth. Okay, love. So this is my definition. When you have lead, you have love. Okay, so now let's intersect two lines. Let's see more about this continuum and discontinuum. Okay, you have this intersection of lines, and I've told you in my first video. Okay, you do not understand that now from the definition this point has direction in this direction, this point has in this direction. So it is a principle in logic. You cannot have something that be true and false in the same time. But it is not about true and false. It is about a property that it has. It is the same time this point have the dimensionality in this direction, in the same time, in exactly the same aspect. You see, so the logic, by saying A and B is true, it a metaphysical applied on proposition, a logical proposition. Like you have this proposition, nowhere is telling you that it's true. This is like Torsky, and in metaphysics this guy on the church says to you that the truth is beyond any system. You look from a, and Wittgenstein and guys like this. So A and B, but I've not told you that it's true, and not even that exists. So it is added proposition A and B. Okay, so it is not true. It is not in the same aspect, true or false, but it are so property that become contradictory, because the point could not have dimension. If you I show to you the point does not have dimensions. If you have dimensions, you must measure it. You must tell me what's the dimension. So then you cannot deduce the infinity as to tends to zero, and to deduce that from infinity the second point near him to have the dimensionality. Okay, so you understand, correlated in my first video, that this is a real point with two properties, two dimensions on this axis and this axis. And if you make many lines like this, and you cannot say that it is not infinite, so you see it is one and multiple, and these kinds of reasonings, like in sophistical manner, they can trick you with. So I cannot tell you any further. So you see this is now infinite points. I've told you, it seems to you that not, and it is one, and it is two, and it is three, because if you intersect this, but if you make three-dimensional this intersection to be three-dimensional, it is going to be a sphere, a non-dimensional and dimensional sphere, because the point is non-dimensional, the first point that you thought about. So you see, in the stable-like manner, you suppose it does not have dimension, but in intersection does have dimension on all the axes, because you can conceptualize it. So then it multiplies itself until it negates what it is in the beginning. It becomes a dimensional sphere in all dimension, all the axes. And non-dimensional still keeps the non-dimensional, because you still cannot say how you can measure it. And if you do not in the same time, in the same, if you say this point is not in the same time, you are defining, like if you have, so if you like a principle non-contradiction, but if you take this intersection to be here, you see that this is a single point, it is for all the axes. But if you make another so it is a single point. So now if you do not say that it is if you break this line, this point, it is for all the lines. Okay, it's like for A, for B belongs. I forgot this sign last time in the video. Belongs. Okay, like in Romania, aparține. This point, it belongs to this, belongs A, B, C, D, infinite numbers of lines. So it has infinite modes of definition, belongings to all the lines that intersect an undimensional dimensional sphere point like tends to zero. So you see if you are saying that not under the same principle and rapport, but if you disintersect it at this point, exactly that for you to identify it, it is if not, you see that it is vanished where it is. So but if you do this with our intersection here, so then if you do not admit that it's infinite points here, you admit that it's made from a number of points, all the lines. Okay, so now I want to tell you that the continuum, this continuum is supposed already. So you cannot have a continuum only if you understand the discontinuum and the infinity. So you see, all these are given like to understand geometry, and you cannot say in the stupid manner that they tried, like an abstract manner from reality. What abstract? Who abstracts? The ice? Who? The Mendeleev elements? The who? The gold maybe? Like pressure abstracts from reality. The gold abstracts. So you have gold in your blood and abstracts from reality. So but if you understand, there's infinite combination, like and you, when you break it, that's why they're tricking you. I break for you equation equal mc squared, you cannot deduce it from nowhere. Force equal mass times acceleration, you cannot deduce it. I will give it to you like a picture, so you believe it enough or not in it. If you understand, all that they will give to you like a formulas. You see the V-head relation, v squared third power minus 3 minus 1 pound by 6 YZ. They are lying to you, okay? That's methods. One of the definitions of 666, they are numbers. Lying you with numbers, the number of the beast and the name of it, okay? So they are lying to you, these kinds of the lies. So one of the way interpreting that. So now if you understand from the point 1, point 2, if you take this segment, okay, how many points there are? Infinite points. But now if you understand, if you take you must be, because you define this like 0 1, like 0 1, and I already showed to you that you have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1 infinity, and you know this kind of infinity. So this kind of infinity is supposed to know the unity 1 to 2. But which came first? Which came first? This infinity or this kind of infinity to define it? So but from abstract manner you understand that if you assign any unit of temporal measurement through reality from your eyes, you will take infinite steps to infer infinity. You understand that infinity is given somehow. You cannot infer it from reality. So if you take now this 0 1 unit like it is infinite unit, 0 1 unit has infinite points in it. What is the closer point? Okay, you see, this is the problem of Parmenides and Zeno. You see, if I'm telling you that this is 1, from 0 to 1, from 0 to 1, this is the unit 1, like you have an inch or a centimeter, okay? Externally is defined like in a measurable, but you see, this is and you cannot say which is bigger. Why? Because if I say that this from 0 to 1 is a unit, you have infinite 0.1, 0. Until unit. But the same if you want, it is the infinity here, 0.1 until the unit. So you see, with the same apparatus, mathematical apparatus, you identify two infinities, identical in concept, but you see clearly that they are different. One is more than the other one. And you do not have anything else to compare it, only if you have this concept of bigger or smaller than. You take this from reality by intersecting with your eyes, and how you measure it with your eyes. So you have a property of comparing two kinds of infinities with your eyes. So now how you are making it? I'm telling you, with this word like abstraction. you see imbecile words, and they are tricking you, okay? So you suppose all the types of infinities, all the types of when you are thinking, and all the types of rationality. So I've told you that I've told you Let's make this big. Nobody will watch it maybe. About philosophy of mathematics. Okay, so I've told you already in my first video. If you take this like to intersect two circles. Let me put it like this. You see, you have this triangle. You can define a line through another line. You see, is equal b and c squared. A squared, c and b squared. You know this. Like this is. So now you understand about even about dimensions. The point has no dimension, zero dimension, but this axis has a monodimensionality, not a bidimensionality, monodimensionality. And then you understand from non-dimension, a point non-dimension, a monodimensionality, a bidimensionality, but you cross this, you have already bidimensionality. But from where do you deduce it? And it is a dotted property to the point. Exactly like you had A exists, B exists, like you had a predicate or subject, you see. You cannot deduce the three-dimensionality from nowhere, it's a given fact. So in this manner, it could be four-dimensional, but you must know what it is to see it. So monodimensionality, bidimensionality, and three-dimensionality if you make another axis, okay? And the point multiplied, it's ontological, like has no dimension, becomes bidimensional, then you define it through dimensionally, you see? And you can collapse this in more zero dimensions again. So there are three kinds of predicates added, different predicates: monodimensionality, bidimensionality, three-dimensionality. And how many dimensionalities do you want? So, but it's a predicate, it's telling you what about geometry? It is telling you about a substance, a way of being. Bidimensionality is something added. It is not resulting in any mathematics, you see. So it is, and you cannot deduce it from bidimensionality through three-dimensionality. This is like some pretension to say that from a line you can deduce a bidimensionality. You have a line and you have already a surface. It is like a lies. And if you know the measurable stuff in the area, you see ABC, let's see ABC, see like this BC square is equal with this AB with this BC square, both, the sum of them, okay? So you see this as in an area, and the area defines itself like in a square manner. A square, let's see, A square equals, we must make correct, okay? BC square equals AB square plus AC square, okay? Like this, okay? Like this. But if you understand this video now, that this is a number already infinite in points. It's from A to B. So you complicate things now by squaring. This is another number. So now you make the bidimensionality operation, monodimensionality operation on the line. It's monodimensional. To make it three-dimensional, you superimpose again the infinite numbers, natural numbers in square, like it was third power, fourth power, and something like this. Okay, so you superimpose exactly the numbers, unknowing what you are doing. Why if a property only behaves good in only monodimensionality, and now you suppose a monosubstantial process of thinking in three-dimensionality, adding a substance-like value property, you now reduce it again. So if you reduce it again at the fourth monodimensionality or bidimensionality thinking process of infinity, 0.1, 0.2, 0. Like you see, but what if it's in bidimensionality? This is the area, okay? In bidimensionality, it's added some properties. I told you that the bidimensionality itself is a new property. So now, how do you intersect? If you have this mathematics, you understand that this square is a problem square. Because you say that it is the two of on two objects, like you have one object, two object, and this is two from the mathematics. What two? It's a square. It's telling you about a square. You know what square is this? If you make squares from each this line, you know what square this is? They make squares, like actually squares. Each line make a square. That's why you see, each line makes a square. So you put the area of this, that it makes a square with area, with this that makes a square with area, this makes a square. And you put it like in ABC, like already you put ABC. What is ABC? Another kind of making monosubstantiality. So, or the B and C and C, D represent properties of substances from the world. You understand? It's crazy. Mathematics and physics. Einstein said, said as a geometry, it's already a physics. But it is crazy, if you understand. It is crazy. And you cannot define in only mathematics the world. You cannot. And they will trick you this if you do not understand. But now this square implies an area. But the third power, what do you imply? If you have three-dimensionality, you must have three-dimensional equations, okay? So because you have a property that has three dimensions, this is an impact in three-dimensionality, okay? So now the force equal mass times acceleration. What force? What? of hope. What force? This. so these tricks. So let me take a short break again. Big video, but okay, I will take plus this. Okay, I'll add to all of this. Okay, so watch another part now. So if you watch that now let me tell you if you know, let's make a circle like this. Let's make a circle. If you this problem, okay, let's make a circle. You see this is like a better one, but okay, this line it is BC square B square plus AC square, okay? But so this is a right angle. But can you say that this is a chord from a circle? Can you say that this chord from a circle is equal with this? Obvious not. So now how can you reduce? I've told you my first video this. How can you reduce the circular movement to the straight line movement? How? What is this square? If you remember, it is actually square of a distance. So now you must equate a square with a circle. How you are doing this? So it is not through many infinite thinking processes. You understand? So how they did this? Okay, they made another triangle. This actually how they did it. Okay, like this. Like this, you see, like this, but you see it remains like this. So now you can make another, if you know this, another straight line like this. But you left with another one, and so you make, so now always you approximate through two straight lines, and it will always remain for you a chord. So you making go to infinity, because you cannot say that this chord of a circle ended. So now you approximate second time the straight line in infinity. So you understand that if you have a physical object, he could not make the from the straight line movement to be circular. Only that it is a miracle reduced to infinity. You understand? So it is making a miracle when this same body makes a straight line and a circle one. You understand? The reduction is at infinity. The reduction, because you always can put this line. So you can define. So if you understand, you have this problem of mono, bidimensionality, three-dimensionality, and now the difference between a circle and the line, it is made at infinity, and now you have a quality added, or substance of mathematics, a quality of circular, because it is a property indeed of circularity, so the property is reduced only using an infinite process manner to understand, to curve a line, an infinite process manner, like. And you suppose the infinity, exactly the infinity. So you have now big problems, man. So if you understand, okay. So now let's you see God made like this miracle with multiplying the food, the fish and the bread. You see. It's because already he made magic stuff. So you see when they are tricking you, like he made the wine. They are tricking you how he can make from water wine. He made the wine in the first place, okay, and the water. It's a miracle that he did it, okay. So but in like human manner, I showed to you this stuff. You see how the point is multiplying. If you understand it, and it is infinite, you must pull it you must pull it from here and break the lines, and the point will multiply itself. So I'm telling you like a theoretical manner, but God did this with actual physical object to understand. It is not like he gives you like some motive to think about. 2 times he did this. 2 times. Like, if you understand, it is important when God in the Bible tells 2 times everything. It is important. So if you have this point, okay, it's infinite, belonging to itself, is for the both circles, okay, and you see has dimensionality. Now reduce infinite, like in infinity, this dimensionality. If I told you this axis like this and this axis, but this dimensionality is like this and this, and it's not reducible. So this point is somehow not identical with this point. If you understand, it's like only reduced at infinity. So if you pull these circles one from another, it makes 2 points. This is how they make the food, like from 2 fish. But okay, but maybe knowing this, you see, he's trying to say that the universe is made from matter. So they falsify everything. Matter, see, matter. This is elements, matter. This is matter. Like I told you, love you must have much lead. Okay, so this is matter, and God is like, poems, words, but they pull everything backwards to you. You see, God says that through word was made the world. The Gospel of John, it said the beginning was the Word, and the Word was a God, and Word was God. You see, not matter, and everything was made through Him, through Word, not through matter. They're tricking you. This original is a concept, is the original stuff is a concept, is the ideas, things like this. The matter is like poorer than the world itself. It's a rich world, is more richer. And if you do not understand this, Saint Paul himself said everything was made through him, through Jesus Christ, even the angels, and through because Jesus is the Word, okay, is the Word, the Son of Word, and Word itself, and like, okay, so you understand. Maybe it gives you some direction to understand how is the world. You see, this is a fish, okay? Wait, look, 2, 3. You see, and he made this. So, but if you are joking, tell me how this is not infinite. You see, because if it is not to this line and this line and these infinite lines in 3-dimensional, you see, then. And if you break these lines, you might say that the lines have a gap, the missing point. Only one line to carry it. You see, you have infinite lines intersection, but it's a more real problem that you are believing. So because how many times you can pass through space, like you see infinite times or no, like it stares like you have some clothing and you can only pass 20 times through pure space, then it will tear down, okay, or something like this. We do not have empty space. It is light energy, space. This void is light to you. It is like a mathematical thing, does not exist, only in a mind. You can say that it is, but then you imply a mind directly. So you say that it's a space, it's empty space, void. But this is not existing if you are in your mind. But I admit that there exists void, empty space. But if you admit that this is in what do we know that this empty space sits in the mind of somebody? You understand? Because empty space, this is on paper. But if you say that it's void between planets, it must stay in what it stays in a mind. So you have geometry, pure geometry, like a void, like in the mind of a people. So I admit to you that it is empty space, void. If you admit that it stays in a mind, so you imply a mind, because nothing can maintain this infinite space. If I told you that it's infinite, you cannot. It is the matter itself is smaller than this mathematical infinite. It's measurable. So if it is infinite, it is because you can think that you can cross with a ship like in this direction and then coming from this direction and this direction, and you can intersect that point in infinite manner. The same point, you can intersect it in infinite manner. But I've told you that I would like to be like this, and I believe that somehow it is. But between the planets or our solar system, there's energy. This gravity bullshit that you are telling, okay, it's light energy produced by this black stuff, converges in the sun, pushes the planets in this path, and it is a way of to be assured that when you go with a ship in space on the planet, you can collect this, like you dig in a well to take water. You'll understand there's energy in the NASA space. It was a space mission, international space station with a feather. They tried to catch this energy. It broke, okay, or something like this. But I'm telling you that it is. We do not know how to access it, but it flows. It's in a light energy. You can capture because it is a light energy. I believe somehow this not from internal properties like uranium, and this is captured. It is a light energy, so it multiplies it. Okay, but it not produces from internally. It's like, okay. So I've told you many things today. So this point exists because if you break this line, you must conceive that it has a gap. All the lines have a gap. The breaking point, because it must belong only to one. So must belongs only to one, the same wrapper. But when you break it, only one line must have it. But in this point, not to be infinite, multiple. But in this manner, I've already begun to tell you, if you intersect here infinite lines, so then you break them, it's missing here, and then you make a many intersection, all the line is missing. It belongs to another lines. Okay, so if you understand, this is like a whirlpool of reasoning, and you collapse it somehow, because with elements it's this kind, to not drown yourself in this, because the reasoning is infinite, then you cannot be equal by no computer ever that is made from physical matter, because our mind transcends physical matter. So you understand this. When you break this, you make 2 points. I've told you. So if I intersect infinite circles like this, I have infinite circles. So you see, it's not like to be proud. It was God, and He wanted to tell you, to show to you something about this world. You see, it's like I'm telling you that this world like base world. and it is not a matter like base. So from a bread you can make many. Look, and he feed 5,000 people with it, with 5 breads and 5 fishes, or I don't know. 2 times he did this. Okay, so if you understand, it's not to brag in and to like. It was God. He made all the stars like this in one day. If you do not understand, He united all the stars. Not to be like proud, like to show to you something about this world. I've told you, you can break this, you can intersect, and you can break it by conceptually. But He actually did it like with matter. So it is like maybe in future we can observe this kind of things. This is already trying to fool you to make more energy, that is 0 point energy in movies, or like in CERN, or do not believe that will try to fool you. All this stuff is going to be like to fool you. Okay, in now in Europe they are making like to multiply an energy, and I'm told you that it could be the energy of the earth, electromagnetic energy of the earth that pushes the oceans from the continents, and the uranium can capture it. The uranium you can brought plutonium with concentrate it, and it swirls it like you must have some, and it is not produced like you are thinking from inside like a radiation, and they can trick you in many ways if you do not want to listen. Okay, this is the real energy, light energy. When maybe when we go to the stars we need it. We need light, okay, and you not capture it. You see, you will have solar panels, and they capture the energy of the sun. They go further than the sun. There you cannot do this anymore, okay. So if you want to have a sufficient light energy, because the electricity is light. If you want to use it in a mechanical move, in motors, or in to light your rooms, or maybe you make something cold or hot, and through light you do all these kind of things. Okay, so energy, electric energy, you see, it's many types. So if you go to the stars, you understand that this is, you can access this field, like, but we do not know. So this is the video for today, like a big video, but okay. So you see, it's implied monodimensionality and continuum, discontinuum. You see, if you do not, you must want to understand, it breaks this line when it goes through it. How it is, what it is making. It breaks it, like it's continuum, infinite continuum, and it breaks it, and it becomes a continuum, discontinuum the same time. Because somehow it must, you saw that movie, you should not pass. you saw that movie, you should not pass. Okay, what is allows to pass through it? Why? Because he says, I have no dimension, you cannot pass through me. I don't have any dimension. So I say, so then he lets it, okay, and you see, so you should pass them, and then an infinite points should pass through. So you see, like a break, like the breaking point, the breaking stuff, it is implied also in geometry with some errors. A continuum, discontinuum, a continuum, infinite continuum, like in your time to this. You see the time, it is like on unit 1, it is more complicated. You are to do geometry. This 0,1 unit of time measured through some elements inside this. So but the unity is mathematics. So but the time is another quality, because it's not a spatial quality. So now you have the dimensionality defined in monodimensionality, bidimensionality, three-dimensionality, space, 3 dimensions of space, 4 dimensions, say no. Okay, and then you have another way of defining again spatial the time. That's why they're tricking you, that vector stuff. Einstein combine time with space. You then pull from your ass everything what you want. You dilate space, the time comports. You see this is going to be a measure of time. no matter how do you define it, like a cesium is per second, you see, and maybe I will tell you, I'm telling you that the angles of the circle, they were doing wrong, okay? Like let's close this video, but you understand in this point that the time, maybe I will make another one. The time becomes again a unit, but it is a new property, time property, because not a space time, and you define it with a space piece, with a space segment, like 0 from 1, temporal time, okay? So now you define it through an element. So in the Apocalypse says like there was silence like half an hour in the sky, so there was time like hours. Half an hour there was quiet. So you see what I wanted to tell you. Plus about time, about I forgot. Okay, I said let's say this and then to close the video, but I forget. Okay, maybe I will watch the video and remember. And okay, so maybe about time, about. Okay, let's close this video. Hope somebody watches it. It's like philosophical metaphysics of mathematics and a philosophy of mathematics. But at the beginning, you must understand it, the way I thought about this video. It has a sense. So I wanted to tell you something more, and it bothers me. But in this video, but. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you tell me what I wanted to tell you in this video. Okay. Goodbye. God bless. This is the video. You do understand? I study philosophy. It is not like science versus belief versus. You understand what I've told you? The small children. So you reduce to one substance. What is this substance? Force. What is force? What is like childlike thinking? Okay, so multi-causality, mathematics, and philosophy. You see that that's why I've told you why you do not treat mathematics like a mathematician. There, if you are Christian, there are great causes for belief in mathematics. You can show everywhere that it is, but you must make an analysis exactly like a correct deductible reasoning manner. Okay, so this is a video for today. Okay, good day, God bless. Hope somebody will help watch this. Help me like, share, and distribute this, and subscribe. Okay, the plan must find. This is what I wanted to tell you. This not to seems to you. I analyze everything to the basis. This is what I wanted to tell you, and if you were listening to me, maybe I will not spoke. I was not going to speak this much. Okay, this is close. This starts. So you can go here, and this is, if you understand, we can go here with Elon Musk ships. Like right now, this is a star, a small star, a cloud. This black stuff is matter, ordinary matter, Mendeleev matter, Mendeleev. Gases, water, molecules, atomics, like atomical and molecular, multimolecular, and okay, the stars are small. You see, the gravity is not attraction, they will collapse. They are small and made from what we know how to make light, not from what you do not know. You make fusion elements in your light bulb, you make fusion and Mendeleev elements in your fridge. You make fusion and elements in your microwave oven. You make fusion and elements. Where do you make fusion and elements? When you in stars, when you light, the stars are producing light. How do you are knowing to produce light? They are cumulus of gases and noble gases from Mendeleev. Look here, the noble gases. Here you see, I know them, but you see, noble gases. Here, if you pass electric energy or light, it is light. I've told you they're illuminating and produce many types of colors. So this is full of gases, noble gases. Electroshock produce color, and it's not flames, it's gases. Okay, not fusing anything. It's noble gases, different types of colors that you have, and different crystals and alloys, and like you imagine tungsten, wolfram produces light, okay? And inside the sphere that is our galaxy, these are not galaxies like ours. This is a star in our galaxy, putting on the walls, and this black stuff is Mendeleev matter. I only wanted to tell you this, and we can go to these planets in this generation, but you forced me to show to you. I study philosophy, I've told you that, so the philosophy, the biggest thing that you can have on this planet, this lying hour that they're lying with this false science and pretends big bang, big explosion. You saw that big explosion and that big star explosions? Okay, so we can go here. This has 20 satellites more not discovered in many orbits, like this planet made from water. I'm telling you, has seas on it. You can. It is not due to mass. If you go Mars and you push it fast, it will going to have another gravity. The gravity is not depending on mass. So if you somehow rotate it, so that Superman has walked around the Earth, you go and rotate Mars faster. Thus the gravity will increase. It is a factor of acceleration. The force is centrifugal force increase, so the perpendicular vector. So it's not due to mass, the same mass, but it's spinning faster. So what I'm telling you, we don't know even by mass from distance how it will seem to be like on Mars when you walk. You could be like a nut. You do not know. They are tricking you because they say that this planet is like 20 times gravity of it. It is not. Maybe you can put a boat and float here with a submergible matter. It's made from water. All our galaxies made in water. All the planets. Let's go. You know how many there are? 20 on this Jupiter, 20 more plus 27, 20, but to retain now the number, okay? On Uranus, small ones, big ones, you do not know what gravity they have from us. They are lying to you. I've told you, it depends on the speed of rotation, and not only on this, because if it has internal properties, this absorbs light as more gravity, because gravity is light somehow. So it depends on movement, on mass and absorption rate. They don't matter from what material is made, because gravity is a medium given on all the material of density. So if I told you we can go here, but you see that I'm crazy, we can go now on the moon to colonize. You must know how important it is. Our galaxy is a sphere. Inside the sphere there are many pieces, like you say solar system, and the sun was ignited afterwards. Do you not want? The planets were before, the sun was ignited afterwards. It was in the center, but it was ignited afterwards with a supplementary energy. First energy, light energy, pushed the planets and began to spin, to rotate them, push them like that. And then the sun was ignited a third day of the Earth, the third rotation of the Earth. This energy converged in the mass that was the sun. Many ions of iron telling you, and ignited it to make light. And you can explain to you how. You see, if I make 40 volts, I can ignite 12 volts. I can ignite with a car battery light bulb that it is produced to make light from 12 volts. Like your car battery, okay? But with the car battery you cannot ignite this kind of bulb that I have, I'm filming. It is supposes 220 volts. So if you ignite a light prior to igniting the stars in a small voltage, it pushes the planets. But ignites the sun, because it's like, you understand, because the tungsten wolfram or something is necessary to produce light of bigger frequency than 30 volts, 220. That's why they made it 220 volts to produce light, a light bulb, Edison, okay? So you understand now, the first energy pushes the planet, and the second one was the bigger one, and converges in the sun, and ignites the sun. Third day, exactly like in the Bible said. And you believe that I am crazy, you understand how much philosophy and physics and mathematics. I know, because you can find that all the science is wrong in my channel and quantum mechanics. But I only wanted to tell you this. We can go here, man, and it's a shame and pretty to make fun of this, to give A, B, C to the children. You are wondering in America why they're shooting each other with guns, because you are teaching them incoherent logics and scientists. You understand? Like, let them be, man. Let them be. They are men and women, like in the full age, capable of making children. You put this 18 years of bullshit that you want in politics, and you arrest them and they shoot at the school. You're saying that you're not capable to teach, to learn the bullshit science. We can go here, and small children will understand this crazy Big Bang science that is wrong after this video. And if you are like a demonic, let's go what I'm telling you wrong. There are many planets. We can go on Venus planet, Mars, on Mercury planet, on Jupiter, or on Pluto, even has many moons. After Pluto there's many. There's Ceres, is ideal condition maybe. There's another one made from mice. We can live at the North Pole. If you have water, you can melt it. You have everything almost. If this is a planet made from water, maybe you can bring some animals that it breathe to breathe in water, to go and like in the ships full with water, and to go with fish. And then you realize that from where it come the lives, not the God not make it on earth. It was like the sperm everywhere. It come from another part. They just to contradict the Bible and things like this. We can go, and now some Christian intersect me like I'm crazy, and some this with a scientist intersect me like, you understand that I've discovered this core manner, and you are tricked, okay? And believe me or not, this is what I wanted. And I really wanted to tell you that the light diminishes distance and the stars are close. And if you believe this, but that's why you obligate me to tell you. This is a star, see, is blurred. Not because in an incoherent temporal time, because it has clouds. You see, I'm telling you science and they're lying to you. And this is putting clouds. This is like in fog. If you have a car engines, a car, you see, this is a star. We can go here. Now is the time, and I wanted this, but you forced me to tell you all this stuff. Okay, make a mess right there. Now really goodbye. Okay, this is like a something that I do often. I say many times goodbye, but this time really I wanted to tell you something. I will watch the video, see what to complete on this intellect and mathematics and geometry. Okay, this is the way I will name the video: Methamathematics and philosophy of mathematics and John Lennox. Okay, goodbye. Like, share and subscribe, please.